Hi folks, Joe Stagner here with another ASP.NET Dynamic Data video. In the last video, we looked at customizing our user interface by providing some guidance to the scaffolding system, telling it to omit a particular column in the products table. And in this video, we're going to take a look at the other side of that, doing a much greater customization of the user interface by providing custom pages on a per table basis. So let's go ahead and fire up Visual Web Developer Express and open the Dynamic Data project that we've been working with. And again, if you're jumping in the middle of this series, please go back and watch video number 1 at a minimum so you can see how we use the Dynamic Data project type to create this Dynamic Data website using the Northwinds database. Now, the first thing that we're going to do in here is I'm going to go into global.asax file, and if you watched the earlier videos, you saw some of the work that we did with routing. And for the products table, I've been using separate actions for list and edit, but I'm going to comment that out. So we're going to start with the default list details page that we began with, that happens for us by default when we start when we first generated our Dynamic Data application. So I'm just going to comment that out. Let's just run this just so we can see where we're at, and then we'll go in and start the customization. So, quick project build. UI fires up. We're going to go into the products table, and because now we're using the default pages, we're going to be picking up the list details product template, list details page template for all of the tables, including the products table, and then we'll go in and customize that. So here we've got the list. Down at the bottom, we've got the details. So and you notice up here that we're using the list details ASPX page. So let's go ahead and X out of that. Now, you'll recall that Dynamic Data is using these page templates and these field templates, in that we've talked in the earlier videos, but I want to reiterate here that the scaffolding, the actual code generation, is just a small part of what Dynamic Data does. The real power is not in the code generation. The real power is in the dynamic page templates and control templates that make Dynamic Data possible. So the page templates are the ones that are by default used for all of the tables in our data set. And this is the one that we were just looking at, list details. But what we want to do is, we still want to leave the default one in place, but for the products table, we want a custom one. So the first thing I want to do is go into list details here. And up here above the just here on the page, I'm going to add some static text. This is the shared template, just so that we can see this when we run in the future. And what I want to do here, since this is the page templates that's picked up for all of the tables in our data set, what I want to do here is, in custom pages, I'm going to create a new custom directory. And the directory is going to be the name of the table that I want these pages to work with. So if we go and look in the Northwinds database and look at the tables collection, notice that with the products table, and so products is going to be the name of the directory. All right, so I'm going to go here in custom pages, and I'm going to add a new folder, products. Now, just so that this makes sense to you, if we go and look in app code and we look at the generated link to SQL class, right,